join a small group of Christian men on Saturdays for a time of fellowship and discipleship. And recently, one of them shared a story about filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau over an online purchase he'd recently made. Now, we've all done it. You know, that little checkbox, that says you have read, understood, and agree to something. Well, we check it because, we want whatever the bait is on the front end of the deal. And, you can't proceed until you check that little box. But we probably haven't read it. And if we've read it, we probably didn't understand it. And if we understood it, it is very doubtful that we would have agreed with it. Now, that's a problem. But there's actually a bigger problem. It's the legalistic worldview that if you can be lured into making a bad consumer choice, you're not a victim. In fact, the perpetrator of the shady deal is defended by the law as being entitled to the benefit of the bargain. Bargain? Really? What about fairness? What about deception? Where is there any sense of morality in this scenario? How is it that by including a little asterisk next to a so-called privacy statement or free or unlimited claim, the fine print can go on to totally obfuscate and in fact negate any sense of truth in the original claim? Oh, yeah, well, they shroud it in a bunch of legal mumbo-jumbo, and they hide behind cleverly constructed semantics. But the bottom line is they do not care about you, and in fact, they have every intent of exploiting you for their own profit. The spirit of mammon comes to mind. You see, the secular world has a different standard of what the truth is. I remember one time my wife called and asked a reasonable question. Where are you? You see, she was trying to get a sense of when I would be home so that she could plan some household logistics like supper and getting things done. And my truthful reply was, well, I'm east of Mobile, Alabama. Now that gave her the truthful impression that I would be home in about 4 hours. You see, I said I was east of Mobile, Alabama, when I was actually in Tallahassee, Florida, having a few beers with the guys. And yeah, I'd be home in about 4 hours. But the purpose of my true statement was to deceive my wife. As Christians, we're held to a higher standard than just legal truth. Consistently, the New Testament raises the standard of mere legal compliance. For example, lust is on par with adultery. We are to be cheerful givers, and we are to avoid even the appearance of impropriety. Try this litmus test for truth. Anything that you say, or don't say, or say in such a way that has as its intent to deceive or mislead someone is a lie. Legalism and the law serve as a very unreliable moral compass. There's been volumes of legal code perpetrated to address our social ills, but they've done little to solve it. On the other hand, if we just gave our hearts to Christ and lived according to his teachings, I think that would go a long way towards solving the world's problems. Well, that's what I think, but I'm interested in your thoughts. And there's a lot of ways you can hit me up, so let me hear from you. You can leave your comments below down there. You can connect with me on Twitter. I'm at DataGenesis. And I would especially invite you to enjoy some videos and some fellowship with fellow believers in PJNet's live chat room. We actually hold Twitter rallies there 6 nights per week, but we're open 24/7. And there you will find brothers and sisters in Christ. You will find inspiring videos like this one, only better. And I think you'd really enjoy it. So I invite you to come join us. I'd love to introduce you to some of my brothers and sisters in Christ. Just go to patriotjournalist.com and find the link to live #rallies. I hope to see you there.